Okay, so we're gonna get started. Hello, everyone. Welcome to San Jose State Mock Trial Team's first informational for the 2021 school year. We are really excited to have all of you here to answer your questions. And this year will be different for everyone, given the circumstances. So we hope that you will have patience with us and we will be patient with you as far as adapting to the new normal. We're gonna start off with our introductions. My name is Nishira Talley. I am the president, third year junior, majoring in justice studies with a concentration in criminology, and I'm minoring in philosophy. And I'll talk to you guys a little bit about my mock trial experience. So my first mock trial experience started when I was a freshman in high school. I went to a program called College Track, and my advisor had placed me in mock trial as an elective. And honestly, I hated it at first. I thought it was boring, too much work, and too much of a commitment, especially as a freshman, because that's the time when you're trying to figure things out. You're transitioning from middle school to high school, and you're just going through a lot. But I still did it, and it wasn't until my first competition ever that I really fell in love with being in the courtroom and found my passion for law and wanted to be an attorney. And I met some amazing attorneys who coached me throughout my entire high school career, who will actually be dropping in for a few of our Zoom calls to help us throughout this season. And I decided to stay on the team all 4 years of high school, which was one of the best decisions I've ever made. And while in high school, I tried to get my hands on anything that was mock trial related. So I went to a mock trial camp at Stanford for the summer. I competed in mock trials for an internship that I was in for 2 consecutive years. And I've coached a mock trial team for that same internship a year later. And then I got to SJSU where there was absolutely no mock trial team. And we'll talk a little bit about that later. But now we're going to have Leon introduce himself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Leon. I am a fourth-year senior. My major is business administration with a concentration in finance. And my mock trial experience was sort of different. I actually started mock trial back in 5th grade with a case that you'll soon hear in a little bit. And there I was like, man, I kind of like this. I kind of like law. But then I went on to middle school and high school, and my middle school and high school did not have a mock trial team. And honestly, that kind of shied me away from law. I ended up going to DeEnza College before transferring here, and DeEnza didn't have a mock trial team either. And finally, last year, I got bored, went on Sammy app and looked up mock trial. And it turns out there was a mock trial team here. So I emailed the presidents. I was like, hey, you guys still got room for one more? Can I go ahead and join? And from there, the minute I stepped in the room, I was hooked again. So I'm currently trying to get myself into law school, and hopefully all you guys are too. And I hope to share my knowledge with you guys, and let's have some fun. Next up, our treasurer, Ashley, will be sharing her experience.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the treasurer. I'm a second year in SJ. I'm a sophomore, and my major right now is sociology with a minor in legal studies. My mock trial experience also started in high school. My team had my school had a mock trial team, and I actually wasn't aware of it till my junior year. But I wish I started my freshman year. And we competed in Contra Costa in the East Bay, if you guys know where that's at. And we went against schools, and it was really fun. We got a lot of awards, and I ended up being president my senior year, actually. And then my first year in college in SJ, I asked the pre-law advisor, Rebecca Chan, if there was a mock trial team in San Jose, and luckily we found Les, which you guys will hear about after. He's our coach, and he was interested in starting a mock trial team along with other students, Nashira and Leon, and a lot of other people. And we started a mock trial team, and here we are. Next up is Les, he can talk.
Hi, everyone. My name is Les. I'm an attorney here in San Jose. San Jose is my hometown. Grew up here, went away, I graduated from undergrad, then I went to Georgetown. I was a public defender in Vegas for a few years, represented maybe over 1,000 people in different scenarios in their life. I love being a lawyer. And the way I thought I wanted to be a lawyer, but I wasn't sure. So I saw an advertisement for a mock trial team at USC, and I just fell in love with it. It's just a great way to dig into how disputes are resolved in the legal system and how lawyers think about what is coming into evidence and what's not coming into evidence. I loved it, and I still love it to this day. So that's what I do, and hopefully I can be a resource for you. Everybody that's on the team, they can always call me or ask me any question whatsoever about mock trial, about putting their law school application together, about studying for the LSAT. I did a self-study. I created my own little self-study course for the LSAT, and I've been trying to help students, figure out what their areas of improvement are and how to improve them. And I think we had an amazing season last year. So I'm really excited about this year, and it's great to see we have so many people that are interested. And that's all for me from now.
And now our advisor, our advisor, Rebecca, will be sharing.
Hey all, I'm the SJSU Pre-Law Advisor. I'm Rebecca Chan. I'm a professor in the philosophy department. I'm happy to be here with all of you, and I'm thankful to Les for coming back for another year, and also for Nashira and Leon and Ashley for carrying this on. So for those of you thinking about going to law school, mock trial is a really great way to sort of prepare yourself for what's coming there, develop your interests, learn about evidence, which you definitely have to learn about in law school. And it's also just like a really fun, semi-competitive environment to be in with lots of great people as your teammates. You've got a quality coach. And so I highly recommend doing mock trial if you're even thinking about going to law school, just to sort of dip your toes in the water and see if you're into it, if this is for you. It's a lot of fun even if you don't want to go to law school. So like, don't think, oh, I'm not interested in law school, this isn't for me. Like, mock trial is just a really great experience. It hones your analytic thinking. It helps you improve like your communication skills. Basically, these are all transferable things for whatever you end up wanting to do in the future. And I think it's really great that all of you are carrying this on. So yeah.
So let's meet all of you. We can go around. You guys can raise hands for whichever turn and unmute yourselves. And we're going to go around and you guys are going to say your name, your year, your major, and if you have any experience in mock trial, and also why you want to join SJ's mock trial team.
I can go ahead and call out the participants. I see Alina, you're up first.
Hi, my name is Alina. I'm currently an incoming freshman and I'm majoring in journalism, but I'm hoping to add more minors next year. My previous experience with mock trial started in sophomore year at my high school, and I stayed within that team for 3 years.
Excellent, thank you, Alina. Next, we'll go with Andy.
Hello, my name is Andy. I'm a sophomore and majoring in CS. I have no mock trial experience, but I wanted to do patent law, or I was playing with that idea. So I thought, oh, I'll check out mock trial, see how it is.
Hey man, I'm telling you, you'll get hooked. Anyways, Eric, you're up next.
All right. Can you guys hear me? Sorry, I'm using over the phone, so.
You're good, we can hear you.
All right. My name is Eric. I'm currently a senior, and my major is political science, and I'm looking to pick up legal study as my minor for next semester. And I have no mock trial experience since I went to community college in San Mateo, and then they don't have one, and then so now I saw this and I want to see how it is. But a lot of my friends are they do also want to become attorneys, so I talk to them a lot and then see their mock trial experience. And also I intern for the DA office right now, so I do see them on court a lot, so like it seems like a fun thing. So yeah.
Thank you,
That's it.
Eric.
Yeah, thank you.
Great to have you on this call. Erica.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Erica. I am transferring to San Jose State this year as a junior. My major is psychology. I actually don't have any mock trial experience either, but the reason I do want to join is because I'm kind of interested in becoming an immigration lawyer. So I think this would be good to kind of, I've never like had an opportunity to do anything like this before. So I think it'd be good to, as you said, like dip your toes in and see if it's something I would like to pursue after I graduate. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Kimberly.
Hi, my name is Kimberly. I'm an incoming second year. I'm a double major in political science and criminal justice with a concentration in criminology. And I have no experience in mock trial, but I hope to gain experience in the courtroom before hoping to apply to law school and become a criminal defense lawyer in the future.
Thank you. Lydia.
Hi, my name is Lydia Tullahan. I'm going to be a second year. My major is sociology, and the reason why I wanted to join mock trial is because I want to be a lawyer in the future and go to law school. And also, Ashley told me about it last year, and I was like, I really wanted to join and try it because she told me how much fun she had, and I'm so excited to like join all you guys and have a great time. So yeah.
And you don't have any experience, right?
No, I don't have experience in.
Yeah, you were in the same boat as me last year.
I'm excited. Yeah.
All right, Maritza.
Yeah, hi, my name is Maritza. I'm an incoming junior. I'm majoring in environmental studies, and my minor is going to be environmental impact assessment. So it's kind of like policies and stuff about the environment. And I was on the mock trial team in high school. I was in something called Law Academy. And so for junior year, we had to do a mock trial, and it was really fun. But I was an objection attorney, so I didn't get a whole lot of action. So I'm kind of looking to have some fun this year. And I wanted to join mock trial because I want to be an environmental lawyer. I started studying for the LSAT this summer just to like kind of see like what's up. And yeah, I'm just really excited to get like some more experience.
Thank you. Mark.
Hi guys, my name is Mark Baruch. I'm actually a professor here in San Jose State in forensic science, which is part of justice studies, as you know. I do have actual real trial experience actually, because I was a forensic DNA officer in police overseas. So I testified in court for quite some time in some of my cases. And I actually sort of came here by accident. I sort of saw an ad online somewhere and was wondering what it is, because I really want to actually introduce this activity, mock case experience, to my students in my courses in forensic science. So yeah, so that's why I'm here. Hopefully it's okay with you. I didn't really want to sort of, um, to come here without any invitation. Hopefully that's fine. Thanks.
No worries. Thank you, Professor. Okay, looks like Michaela, you're up next.
Hi, I'm Michaela. I'm an incoming second year, and my major is sociology, and my minor is legal studies. And I'm hoping to be a criminal attorney in the future. And I guess I have a little bit of experience, kind of, not specifically mock trials, but I was in speech and debate in high school, and we did a lot of debates with the mock trials club. So I guess I have experience that way. But I'm excited.
Okay, thank you. Neil.
Hi, my name's Neil. I'm going to be an incoming freshman, and my major is software engineering. I have never done mock trial before, and I want to join because I had an internship with the district attorney as well. but it got canceled because of COVID. So I want to get more law experience.
Sorry to hear about that, but you'll definitely get a lot of experience here. Ricky.
Hi, my name is Ricky Salinas, and I'm a transferring fourth year to San Jose State from Fresno City College, and I'm a justice studies major with a concentration in criminology, and I've never had any mock trial experience. I mean, I've always wanted to, but none of my schools have ever had any. But I have been a student advocate working on cases against the city of Fresno, in which I would work with clients that had appeals based on violations that were issued towards them by code enforcement. So I would meet with them and generate cases, and then I would represent them, or I would advocate for them in a city, in the municipal court. So I'd be going up against the deputy district attorney, or city attorney, and other code enforcement officers. So I mean, in that sense, I do have some experience, but I've never done mock trial in like a scholastic setting before. So I'm pretty excited when I saw that the legal studies program had a mock trial. So I'm pretty excited to be a part of this, if I can be. So.
Thank you, Ricky. Yeah. I'm sure you'll be excited to start soon. Sabrina.
Hi, I'm Sabrina. I'm an incoming freshman. I am a political science major. I don't really have much mock trial experience, but I was in the debate club back in high school, and I got really into the legal systems my junior and senior year when I was in IB history. And the reason I want to join mock trial is because I was interested in law, so I thought this would be a great way to see if I enjoy it.
Thank you, Sabrina. Sahana.
Hi, I'm Sahana, and I'm a sophomore this year. I'm a computer science major, and I don't have any mock trial experience, but I really want to try it out because I've been thinking about law for quite a while, and I just wanted to meet people who are also interested in law and just see how it is.
Thank you. I'm sorry if I mispronounced this, but Saray.
Hi, it's okay. My name is Siri News. I am a senior graduating this upcoming semester. My major is kinesiology, minoring in justice studies, sociology, and human rights. I have zero mock trial experience, but I am part of the record clearance project here at San Jose State under Professor Peggy. And the reason I want to join the mock trial is to gain some legal experience, and it's a great learning opportunity before I graduate.
All right, last person, but not least, hoping I pronounced this one correctly, Shaida.
Hi, I'm Shay. I am an incoming senior. My major is global studies and my minor is human rights. I don't have any mock trial experience. I want to join mock trial. I'm currently in the process of applying for law school. Just finished my LSAT, so I'm just wanting to do this for fun and to learn more.
I'm kind of curious what your LSAT is, but that's a different question for another time.
So who in here wants to go to law school? Just raise you guys' hands if you guys know how to do that on Zoom. This is a really good program to start. I feel like, as Les has told us, law school doesn't teach you little court procedures like mock trial will. And if you guys are interested in going into law school, of course, and going into the law profession, Les has even said, like, attorneys these days don't have proper courtroom procedures or don't really know what they're doing. This is really perfect for you, and it will work on your public speaking, and you'll be introduced to a really great team. Next slide.
So you may be asking exactly what is mock trial? Well, mock trial, at least in college, is done under the AMTA, as we call it, or the American Mock Trial Association. So basically, each year or each school year, we are given a case packet. It includes everything from the evidence of the case, the affidavits, or basically the written testimonies beforehand, and stipulations, or things that people would agree to before the trial. Now, using this information, both the prosecution and the defense, or the plaintiff and the defendant, if it's a civil case, will create their own story of what occurred and what transpired in each of their themes. Now, you do this by using your witnesses during direct and cross-examinations, or when you're asking them questions, and telling your story with opening and closing statements. So a lot of you have talked about this during your intros, but mock trial can prepare you for law school and being an attorney by helping you learn courtroom procedure, as Ashley said. You learn how to collaborate with a team. You also learn how to think quickly on your feet as a lawyer, as you will learn sooner. And you'll learn how to read a case packet and learn how to create an argument based on fact patterns in that case packet.
Can I add that if you do mock trial for even 1 year, you will be way out in front of anybody in law school that hasn't done mock trial with respect to at least one subject, and that's evidence. Evidence is a mandatory course in law school. It's a mandatory subject on the bar exam, and I pretty much guarantee that you will ace your evidence exam in law school, because you already know how the rule is supposed to work, and you'll have a bunch of examples from experience about applying that rule to an actual factual situation. So that's one way that clearly you will be way ahead of everybody else in law school, is how to manipulate evidence, how to get evidence in, keep evidence out, how to argue why it should be in or out, and how to make objections. I understand one of the students is an objection attorney. In college mock trial, you are an attorney and you make objections. There's nobody is assigned just the objections, so that doesn't work that way here.
And I can add that not only that, but mock trial looks so good on your resume, and when you're applying to law school, like, it makes you stand out so much more, because schools know that you have that experience being in the courtroom. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about SJSU's mock trial experience. And as many of you guys know, last year was our first year. They talked a little bit about the story, how Rebecca Chan kind of brought together this group. We had a meeting about starting mock trial. Les volunteered to be our coach. Shout out to Les. And we didn't really have a full team at first. To be considered an organization or a club at SJSU, I don't want to get the numbers wrong, but I think it's either 6 or 8. You have to have 6 or 8 students. And to compete in mock trial, you have to have a certain amount of students. And during probably October and November, we were still recruiting for people. We didn't have a finalized team. And during this time, other universities, they are already probably memorizing lines. They know the case packet from the back of their hand. They're just practicing. So we already had that setback. And then we had problems with, getting funding to even go to competition. So we went through so many barriers to get to Fresno Regionals. We only had one team. Most schools, they have a prosecution team and a defense team, or a plaintiff and it. But we were doubling up on roles. I know the day before, a student dropped out, so I had to become an attorney on both sides. And being an attorney on one side is already difficult, so imagine having to be an attorney on both sides. You're doing multiple competitions a day. It's a lot. But we really, really, really pulled through. We did great. We got put on multiple ballots. We won Best Witness our first year. Like, that's a flex, And if we just would have had enough, if we have enough people this year to form 2 teams, maybe even more, that's less work for everyone. That's more ideas for us to bounce off of, and we can be so much stronger. So we really just need commitment. And we already did so great our first year, given the barriers that we had, and we know next year we can really kill it.
Okay, so next we will be having a presentation from our coach, Lester.
So I had a presentation, but I feel like we're all kind of on the same page. You know, the presentation was really about why mock trial is good for you, why mock trial is good for San Jose State, and how this is going to advance your career. When you look at all the applicants in the pool for law school, I think we calculated maybe 20% or less have done a mock trial. And so I think it just helps you stand out all the better. You know, I love mock trial. And I feel like, I mean, you know, from hearing everybody, it sounds like everybody's pretty much interested and wants to compete and, you know, wants to be involved. So I don't really have too much more to say. I don't want to bore you with my war stories from being a lawyer or whatever. I am interested that Professor Barash is here because I'd love to hear, you know, he could probably give us a pretty good lecture on how to lay the foundation for experts, which is one of the things that hung us up last year. It's not as easy as it sounds. It can be tricky. So, you know, I love it. It's my pleasure to be here, and the students are great. I can vouch for every single one of them. They all worked really hard, and I think even though it was hard work, it was a lot of fun. It was like we were constantly just having a good time and making friends and just enjoying the experience. So, you know, if you have any particular questions for me, I'm happy to answer them. I see Maritza's hand is up, but I don't know if that's a question or a misclick.
I think we can go. Maritza, did you have a question for Les?
I clicked it on accident, sorry.
That's cool.
You're good.
The
You're
answer's
good.
no.
Okay, moving on. Oh, Nashira, you're muted.
Thank you. So as I said before, last year was a little bit of a roller coaster. A lot of things occurred, and in order to avoid that from happening, we want to be really clear about what the expectations and the commitment is starting today. So this is just the bare minimum. First semester, we will be meeting once a week, and second semester, twice a week as competition comes up. In addition to meetings, we do expect you guys to work with your partner outside of meetings, whether that's your witness or your attorney, and just so that you're familiar with the case, familiar with each other, so that when you are presenting, it's conversation-like, you know, not sounding robotic, and that you kind of know what you're saying, you know the case. And also be prepared for emergency meetings. This is very unlikely to happen, mostly if like someone suddenly drops out and we quickly need a replacement. But if that does happen, then we might call a meeting the day before or the day of. But just to let you guys know beforehand. And meetings will be virtual. I understand that life happens, you know, things are really crazy right now. And if you are unable to make it, we completely understand. Just the most important thing is communication, that you're letting us know. You can email me. We'll start a group me for the team. You can say it in the group me, you can message me privately. It doesn't matter as long as you're really communicating with us. And just to be clear, we're just trying this new thing where if you miss more than 3 meetings a semester, it may result in your position being filled by someone else, just because it's not really fair. Like if Jenny gets the attorney role and she's not coming to meetings, she's not showing that she's committed, but Sarah's at every single meeting, she knows the case packet like the back of her hand, and she really is intrigued, then it's not fair that Sarah doesn't get the position and Jenny does. You know, so we just want to make sure that everyone is really committed. And like I said, we do know that life happens. So if there are like valid reasons for missing, then we'll understand, but communication is key. And we won't like ridicule you or kick you off the team, but we just want to make sure that you're letting us know.
So mark your calendars. You guys can take like a screenshot of this, or we'll have it posted somewhere. But So our info meeting, our first one was today, and we'll have a second one on August 20th at 6 p.m. It'll basically be the same thing. The audition signups will be released during the email list. So when we give that email list, or you guys give us your info, the audition signups will be done through there. And that is on August 23rd at 10 in the morning. The auditions will have the opening statement and examination crash course on August 27th. So that is what we will be doing for auditions, and you guys will do a quick little crash course. So if you guys need any help, since a lot of you don't have mock trial experience, and you know it's not the easiest, it is a handful, but we'll try to make it easier since we have so many more people. On the 5th, audition signups will be closed, and it will be closed at 11:59. The audition attorney and witness assignments will be released on September 6th at 10 p.m. And audition weeks will be September 16th through the 23rd. The team pairing announced will be September 25th, and the casework begins October 1st. Also keep in mind, competition is around February, if I'm not mistaken, late January, early February. So that just to give you guys a time span of how far we'll be working along. And if we do advance, it will go on through longer time. So the better we do, the more competitions we get to do.
Okay, so this is my favorite part. We're gonna go ahead and be revealing our audition case for this year. Kind of maybe prematurely showed it because I got a little bit excited there. Anywho, guys can do a virtual drum roll. Just don't, break your computers. I'm not responsible for that. So this year's case for auditioning will be case of People v. Donovan. Now, this will be a case about the removal of traffic signs leading to involuntary manslaughter. Facts of the case basically are defendant Donovan allegedly took a sign from a do not enter area off of a freeway off ramp. Two vehicles collided, leading to the deaths of 3 people. So will be fun to do this, and we will be sending out the case packet shortly for you guys to review. So now we're going to be moving. I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so we're going to be moving to Q&A now. You guys can go ahead and raise your hand or send a question in via the group chat if you don't feel comfortable asking the question over Zoom or over voice, that is.
Does anyone have questions? I don't think so.
I don't see any hands raised.
Oh, could you explain how auditions work? So for auditions, you'll be given a case packet, which is People v. Donovan, and it's roughly, I don't know how many pages. It shouldn't be too long, and it has all the case materials. And from those case materials, the witness affidavits, the evidence, you'll be making an opening statement. If you guys know what an opening statement is. So we'll help you compose that during the crash course, and we'll go more into that. And along with the opening statement, you guys will make a cross-examination.
I have one hand raised here for Sahana.
Hi, I just had a couple of questions. My first one is there a website or any one singular place where we can find all this information?
So
not right now, but we can send you the link to these slides if you'd like us to.
Oh yeah, that would be great. I was also wondering, is there any form to submit, or like how do I become a member?
So after the auditions, so you're auditioning to be as like to perform. There are other roles that we still need on the team. You know, we need timekeeper and things like that. So as long as you stay continuing to come to meetings, then you're on the team.
Okay, thank you.
One thing I would like to add for those of you who did high school mock trial, we don't have a bailiff. So unfortunately, you can't really audition to be a bailiff. Yeah, I know. I wanted to be a bailiff too. Any other questions?
Are there any other differences besides not being able to audition for a bailiff that other students who have experience with mock trial in high school should know?
There are a lot of differences.
Yeah, mock trial in high school is a lot different from college. Mock trial in high school, they give you like the fact situation, and I feel like it's more handheld. In high school, or not in high school, in college, it's more actual attorney work. So they'll give you like an actual police statement and actual evidence, and you'll have to compose things out of the case packet, and that's all we work off of, basically, with the help of Les, of course. But it's the same procedures.
Okay, thank you.
Another huge difference is that in college mock trial, the witnesses are way more important. They kind of add that little like razzle dazzle to the case because they always have like costumes or accents, or have the ability to cry. Like last year, our defendant cried while she was on the stand. So the witnesses really bring that like comedic view to mock trial that you can't really do in high school. That's why I think it's really important that when you're auditioning, we're gonna ask you like, do you want to be an attorney or do you want to be a witness? Just keep in mind your experience, because there is absolutely nothing wrong with being a witness your first year. Like I was a witness as a freshman, and I think it helped me so much becoming an attorney the rest of my high school experience on the mock trial team, because you really get to observe the trial without having that pressure of having to perform, you know? So witnesses are like so much more fun to be, honestly. But I mean, you know, it's whatever you guys want to do. I'm just saying, like, there might be a lot of competition to be an attorney, but being a witness is perfectly fine and fun.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Thank you. We have 2 questions over the Zoom group chat. The first one is from Erica. The first question is there a fee to join the club? No, we don't foresee any fees at all, like 0% of a fee, but yeah. And will the audition be over Zoom or in person? Definitely over Zoom. We don't want you guys accidentally getting sick with the COVID. That's still a huge deal, and we want to keep you guys as safe as possible. And also AMTA, the American Mock Trial Association, actually said that we're going to be doing our regional competitions. That is the first competition over Zoom. So we don't have to worry too much about the virus as of right now. And Sahana also asked about the crash course on the 27th. It clashes with a class that you have. We completely understand. We do plan to record this meeting, as this meeting is also being recorded, and posted on our YouTube channel. We have a YouTube channel. It's still in the works, and can probably look it up if you look up SJSU mock trial team. But yeah, if you have a class, we'll go ahead and send you the link to the meeting. And this meeting will also be posted on our YouTube channel pretty shortly. Do we have any other questions? Going once. Twice. Okay.
Actually, I did have one. How long did you say that you guys were doing this this program again?
Could you elaborate on the question?
Like how long has mock trial been at SJSU?
So this is actually our second year. We started up last year around September.
Okay, gotcha. I just wanted to clarify that. Thank you.
And to answer the last question that was posted in the chat, yes, everything will be on Zoom until, at least until the regionals, which is usually in February. And then if we like win those competitions, then we can go on. But yeah.
Okay, going once for questions, twice. Okay, the office. Was that a question? Okay, the officers rest your case then. So you can follow us on our mock trial, Instagrams and Twitters. For some reason, this didn't update yet. Let me try to update it. With our new one, I went ahead and placed the email list there. There you guys go. So if you want to join our email list, you can see it here if you haven't already joined it, and we will be sending out our case packet within, I'd say, within the next couple weeks or so at the latest.
Okay, well, if there are no more questions, then that is the end of our presentation. Thank you guys so much for coming. If you have friends that you know want to join, we'll be having another one of these same time next week, next Thursday, same link. And yeah, thank you guys. Oh, if you have any questions, I can put my email right here. Yeah, spread the word. Thanks, Les.